Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episode we finally, at, 1550s, we got the... Actually, is the printing press already present? It probably is. Yeah, it is, but it's in Germany, so that's going to take a while to stretch us. Although, actually, interestingly enough, Adele is already getting that. Why are they... Oh! Because of their great work over here, okay. Well, that's actually quite handy. So it might eventually then spread to us as well. Okay. So maybe we should try to keep a good relation with Kilwa indeed. Let's go out and improve relations with them again slightly. We can get it to 0, I suppose. So if we just keep the diplomat there for the time being, we can get that fixed. The Portuguese diplomat we won't maintain necessarily. It's okay for now. We won't have to worry about that for too long. I'm going to go ahead and increase the army maintenance to full. The fort over there is still needed. So we're going to have to probably take a couple loans for this war. Diplomat reputation advisor. No. You can stay where he is. Election of oh, we got a lot of Republican tradition. The years of separated -5 is actually not bad either, so we could keep this current ruler. Get a bit more points, and there we go, there's a conversion done. We'll maintain the diplomat in Kilwa, so it's currently at 0. And then, as soon as our troops are ready, we'll declare the war on Genoa. And with the fleet, we should be able to maintain pretty good control in here. Ooh, incense in Cocos Island. Okay. Wasn't quite the spices I was hoping for, but it's still better than nothing. Because we do need to control the spice trade sooner or later, because right now we're getting a bit of a power base. Right, we can recall the diplomat from Portugal at least. Get ourselves a bit of power base in not Portugal, in Australia. Oh dear. I guess we can purge some manpower. And diplomat insult from Malacca. Who's our rivals right now? We could rival Sunda, but I'm actually not going to do that quite yet. They are quite a bit stronger. And I don't actually want to, well, I say anger them too much, but like we've been raiding them for a while. Let's get the fleet outside here. And then let's go ahead and prepare the troops. So as soon as the fleet is out there, yeah, there we go. So let's declare the war. War against the world. It should be fairly easy annexation. They got a fleet heading back in here, do they? Oh yeah, they do. We could go after the troops in the capital first. And then start sieging that one down. It is level 1 fort, so that should be fairly easy. If they retreat from there, then what we could actually just do is have the Marines... Like, we can stop one, or leave, like, one regiment of Marines on each of these. Gift to the state. Oh, I'll take the money. Right now, so we can avoid taking another loan currently. And we've got Kurchar over here, which is the capital. Is that how much development? It's only 4. Okay, so most of this is a fairly low development overall. There we go. That's the first one of the sieges done already. We'll just detach another siege in here, and we'll move into the capital. Actually, move these Marines there already. So they are kind of on the retreat. I believe they're just trying to regroup with their ally. But by that point, we'll probably have taken the... Or at least, actually, speaking of which, let's do the naval barrage. Spend a lot of points on achieving that. We might as well utilize that. There we go. So it's already at 7%. That's not too bad. Combine the Marines into another army over here. Could it, technically speaking, even just go ahead and help sieging down some of the surrounding areas, because that is only a capital force, so we won't have the zone of control. Now we can just go ahead and capture some more lands over here. The sooner we capture everything, the better. So the fort is... Oh, there we go. We took another load. The fort is doing alright. Although rather siege of the fort is doing alright. There we go. That's done. Let's get to the gold province. Siege that one down. Let's start designating the peace deal over here. So we'll just take everything, essentially. They will not take that peace deal. We'll also take as much money as we can. So the other enemy is down here. That's a bit of a long distance, actually. Not impossible to get to, but I don't think we have to. Necessarily. We can leave that be. But that should be a pretty good increase in our territory, at least over here. We're still not willing to take the peace deal, so I guess we'll just sit tight in here. Can we actually... Yeah, we can have all of their troops in here. But if they try to attack us or try to make a comeback against us, we'll have a decent amount of troops defending in the jungle. Better quality troops at that. And that is a fleet gone. Well, yeah, it's gone. So we got... Oh, we've got a heavy ship even. Oh. Alright, then let's get this back to do some repairs there. And also sit tight. They are now low enthusiasm, now that they lost their fleet as well. But they're not quite yet done. Although, my goodness, the expenses that we currently have is quite massive. So the port maintenance... Oh, well, we lost a treasurer. You know what? That's fine. The income goes down, but at the same time, the expenses go down. And you know what? No. I'm not going to take the pillage. I want your lands. Now, but they've got a bit more troops than we do, but they have to attack through the jungle over here. And that would give us a decent defensive bonus, plus the high quality troops. So I don't think they are going to be doing too much in this. It's a matter of waiting, really. But we got the war goal, so it should be just a... Ah, right. A lot of countries discover it again, I guess. Somewhere. We haven't been doing a lot of exploration. I don't suppose we can. Can we? Let's have a look. Actually, we can. Let's do some more exploration in Southeast Pacific. I suppose, yeah, we did get a bit more port over here, so it's getting us slightly further. It's not necessarily going to be enough to get to America yet anytime soon, but that's fine. Right, no. Yeah, you're still not willing to get that. We'll take that peace deal. I suppose their war exhaustion should be increasing quite a bit. So I'm not too concerned about this. Other than the fact that we are going to have to take probably another loan. Unless there's more raiding that we could do. Let me take them speaking. Yeah, there is. How much money? Ooh, there's actually quite a bit of money waiting in here. Alright then, let's go ahead and separate the lightship from here. Then we'll go ahead and send this out to do some raiding, shall we? Hey, there we go, conversion done. We'll get here in time before we need to take another loan. There we go, that's 28 ducats, that's going to keep us going. Sail around. Get all the way to Bastray to get the next raid completed, but that's another 36 ducats. Intrigues in Mangala. I'd rather not lose the power right now, so... or the points right now, so we'll just take the hit on the tradition. There we go, there's a bit more raids done. Actually, is there any more raids over here that we could do? Oh, actually, yeah. That's another 11 ducats. It ain't much, but it's something. And then kill what? Is the institution actually spreading to us already? It is. It's already 37% actually. Oh. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's going to start spreading into these two provinces. That's going to be then sufficient for us to get the colonialism. Then after that, the printing press is going to take a while, but the colonialism is going to be quite nice already. It's spreading to Bahamanis, and yeah, it's basically all of Africa's got it already. Now, in the meanwhile, how is the... well, I suppose they're still not willing to take a peace deal. We do have the Tinggy war score, so it's just a matter of time before they have to give up. Now, I know that your offer is not what I want, so I'm going to decline that offer. Also got another light ship over here, which I suppose we could just go ahead and send to privateer in Malacca. Although, I suppose, is there any better options? Not really. I guess off to Malacca you go then. Oh, the ships are taking a tiny bit of attrition. It's not too bad yet, though. Focus Islands is almost a 600... oh, right, we've actually... I suppose it's the... tropical does reduce the settler increase quite a bit, and of course we did lose that ruler quite some time ago. That was giving us an extra 15. Although once we get the Diplotech, that's going to give us another plus 10 at least. We're still very much behind in tech, but at least we are slowly making some progress on all of this. We could also upgrade that heavy ship if need be, but I'd rather save the money right now. Because we are still making quite a deficit. Actually, we can probably just... actually, no, that still needs to... oh. Yeah, the institution spread. I mean, it is now going to start hopefully spreading. But yeah, oh, there we go. That's... Southeast... wow. I wasn't expecting you to arrive back here, but I guess that's fine. Right, 59%. They are slowly getting desperate. I don't suppose there's any more raids that we can do. Oh, there's actually one down there. That's another 23 ducats. And then, of course, Kilwa. But Kilwa right now we need to keep on our good side. We could potentially pirate Portugal. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea quite yet. I don't even know where they are colonizing next. Belitung is one of those provinces that I do want to get to at some point, because that's going to be a nice central location to do a lot more raiding from. But it's also a very problematic province in the sense that that's going to probably pull us into wars sooner or later. Especially with Malacca. Although Malaccan fleet, well, it's 43 ships. We got, actually, how much do we have? 36, we could have 53. So I think the naval supremacy of Malacca themselves, at least, will be slowly diminished. And then especially if we can get some nice galley fleet going on, like, I don't know, 20, 30 galleys, that should be then enough to keep the naval warfare in our favor over here. And then slowly but surely we can win any wars against them. Okay, we're still 33 points away. Okay, 30, oh, no. There we go, 28 points away from accepting the peace deal. So slowly but surely, we are getting pretty good on this. Of course, the team war's going, well, it is going up, it's not going up that quickly yet. I suppose it's, what, half a point? There's a 0.4, I guess, right now. Okay, what's the next offer? Oh, Capricorn. Oh, right. Is that the capital? No, no, no. We did have to renew some loans, though. And the money situation is starting to be very dire. But I suppose after the war, we'll be able to reduce the maintenance a little bit. And hopefully get some more stuff done. There we go. Let's go and do some more exploration. Northwest Pacific, I guess. You're still not willing to take the peace deal? Oh, next month. Can't take any more money, but that's fine. That is perfect. Full annexation. We can get all these cores underway. Which admittedly is going to take quite a bit of money, but that's fine. And then we'll keep the Marines over here doing rebel suppression, I guess. For now. Although that's you know what? Actually, we'll probably use the bigger army for that instead. The Marines can be doing other jobs. And we can reduce the maintenance quite a bit. Especially for the fort maintenance. At least down there. I suppose this fort is still needed to reduce the devastation units, so we'll keep that there. And we can pay off one of the loans. So now we're still losing quite a bit of money. Oh, we're losing our corruption as well. Okay, yeah, fleet maintenance is starting to be fairly sizable because we got the heavy ship, didn't we? Okay, can we do any more raiding? Well, I suppose there's a bit more down there. But that's about it. I mean, Kilwa, of course, and some of the other nations down here. But I'm gonna wait until the colonialism has spread at least up to Bourbon. Well, Spain's got a massive fleet going through here. And we got new mercenaries. I suppose we did increase our development a decent bit. Yeah, so that's probably what happened there. Oceans beyond privateering. Good get out of the Explorer. 100 ducats. Nah, I think right now, well, it would, you know, kind of be nice, but there's not that much exploration that we need to do right now is the thing. So that can be as it is. I'm still paying quite a bit for the advisors. There's not too much I can do about that right now. We've also got quite a bit of inflation, almost 1% again. The corruption is somewhat expensive, but I suspect that we'll be fine. It's just a bit of difficulties currently, but we'll be able to do some more raiding soon enough, I reckon. In fact, we could probably do that already. Sail around Australia once again. And just do the raiding along the way, when we can. New election. So how good is the current ruler? I mean, it's not too bad, especially with the years of separatism reduction. I'm about to get Miltech actually with him. I'm going to keep him. We're going to get the Miltech, although we're probably not that far from getting the colonialism present in our nation, because we won't have the money to embrace it yet. So perhaps it would be... You know what? No, we're not going to get that quite yet. Save out the points. What we might even do is to spend some of the points to develop our capital, really. It's now 15 development. And then we've got the explorers over here. Okay, so that's as far as you can go. Let's do some trade protection in Australia again. It may not be a whole lot of money that we'll get from that, but you know, it's just a bit more. Oh, honorable people. Oh, 20 prestige. Well, I like the sound of that. So deficit is actually fairly small at this point. The corruption is basically no more. We're still paying some of it, but I suppose once the coring is done, we'll be fine. There we go. So we don't actually have any neighbours down here in Australia currently. Actually, that's not entirely true. We've still got this one. But we've still got 2 years of truce with them. We'll have that conquered probably soon enough. And then we can... Well, we'll have a continued area all the way around. Oh dear, comet sighted. Okay. The economy, fools. The economy. Oh, is Malacca fighting a war? No, no, no. Rain falls in Indian Ocean Islands. Okay, so a bit more devastation in the islands. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Oh, right. We could do a bit more raiding over there. Let's go and get these back to port before they start taking attrition. Actually, they wouldn't be taking attrition there. I mean, well, there's some sailor maintenance, of course, but no attrition as such. Let's get these back north, and I suppose we could also have a look at the raiding. So there is, of course... Oh. Cannot be raided, eh? Is there someone actually doing... Oh yeah, they're doing protection there. Huh. Only one ship there, mind you. Oh, diplo points. There we go. So slowly catching up. We're still only in the single digits on the text, mind you. Malacca's got 11, 11, and 12, so they are definitely ahead of us in there. Again, we're at least slowly getting the various institutions. I mean, the Renaissance is already present in most of our provinces. Not quite everywhere yet, but most of them. And then the colonialism is... it probably won't be spreading to the other island there, but I suppose in Bourbon, it's going to be done in probably within this year, actually. Oh yeah, easily. Now, we do have a little bit unrest in here, but I'm sure that that is... especially once the overextension goes away. But right now we've got 36%, so that's a bit of unrest. The religious unity is also a bit of rubbish right now. Hey, there we go, colonialism appeared. I don't think we'll be able to embrace it yet. No, it's 8% currently. Admittedly, the cost is also quite significant. It'll be several hundred ducats. So we might need to get some funding through some of the other nations in here, let us say. I'm going to go ahead and take the heavy ship off and mothball that for now. Save up on the upkeep. We can still have the 10 galleys. Let's bring these to Christmas Island. We'll be able to do the raidings over here soon enough. Ooh, we're going to get the Miltic now. I suppose we'll wait until we're done the raidings. We might be able to then embrace the institution by then already. Because this one's going to be getting, well, it's 0.16, or 1.65, sorry. So, yeah, it's going to be a few years with this current rate. Could, of course, just develop slightly further in here. Get that to 15 development as well. So that's now, yeah, 2.25 per month. So that's still going to be 4 years before it's present. Actually, a bit less than that, but yeah, it's still going to take a while. But that does increase the income, at least slightly. And our fleet is almost at Christmas Island. I believe these are going to be... Okay, April... No, it's going to be taking quite a bit longer than that, actually. Well, let's just head over here. We can do a bit of raiding, at least on the northern areas already. Oh, they are doing some pirate hunting in here. Okay. So we won't be able to get quite as much money, but... There'll still be something. There we go. 28 ducats. And there's going to be the other province with... I don't know. Oh, 3 ducats. Well, that wasn't quite as much as I was hoping for. I'm going to get Karamata straight. Do a bit of raiding there. And we renewed another loan. Because we kind of do need to repay the loans first. Before we worry about the institution. There we go, there's 100 ducats. That's a pretty good amount. In fact, what we could even do is just pay off the loans now. We don't need to worry about those. And then we can start filling out the cash reserves to embrace the institution in a few years' time. That's another 60 ducats, and then this will sail towards Christmas Island. We can do some more raiding along the... Oh, greedy. Okay, so we might want to change our leader next election. I mean, it might be accurate that we are greedy, but still. Not good publicity. Right, let's... There we go. That's another 30 ducats. So we've already got 200 ducats. Privacy going... Oh, trade efficiency drops again. Well, that's unfortunate. A new coin. I guess we'll take the hit on the tradition. There we go, that's another 29 ducats. Right, let's get back to Christmas Island, repair there, and then we'll assess the situation. So we've got 200 ducats. Ooh, there we go, that truce has ended. Okay, what we might do, actually, is just increase army maintenance again for a brief while. That way we can maybe reduce the... Or fight off the rebellion, at least, if nothing else. Because that is going to be firing up soon, I reckon. Oh, the colony Colonise Island is almost done. Just one more month and it is. The next question, of course, after that is, do we start colonizing further down here? Which would open up... Actually, No, it wouldn't open up the possibility of raiding New Zealand quite yet. We're getting closer, but we're not quite there yet. Another option, of course, would be to get to something like Sumba. We're going to raid it a bit further along Borneo, or we could go for Belitung directly. Drop the Marines there, and then that would allow us to raid Malacca pretty much everywhere. We'd have to then spend a lot of that money to just build up our fleet, mind you, but that's fine. There we go. So I mean, we could go for Comoros Islands, but that would be maybe a bit of a waste. That's not really a whole lot of important stuff there. I think, colonizing down here probably could be worthwhile. Or we could try to go for, like, New Caledonia. Actually, let's have a look at the trade map mode. Is there any other centers of trade that we could easily get to? I mean, oh, that would be a bit expensive, but that might be also somewhat handy to get a foothold in Sulawesi. Then Luwu, you've got some allies. Bhutan. Yeah, you've got, oh, release a trade with Tidor, okay. What about if we go over here? That isn't, no, that's, well, those got double trade, but Ternate is unaligned. That could be an option. It's like going towards the Philippines, for example. Capture all of that and then slowly through there snake our way back into Borneo and then Sumatra and all that. But that would, honestly, yeah, I think I like that idea. So we'll send the colony there. We'll probably go ahead and just split this in half. As soon as the colony is done, we'll send the transport fleet there to make sure that the colony is going to be staying safe. We'll also go, oh, right, we need to core Coast Islands. And the coring is almost done. That's probably going to be about the same time for these two. There we go. And now we can make this entire area into a state. Devastation, of course, is massive, but that's fine. We'll core everything. That should allow us to convert a lot faster as well. There is still quite a bit unrest, though. But it's the colonists, it's almost done. I guess we can start sending the fleet down here already. There we go. Just stop there, and then from there we can actually start raiding in Philippines already. Oh. Now that might be our... Well, I don't know how much money it's actually going to give us. But it seems like an interesting option. I suppose we can sail up the Strait of Makassar. It's also going to give us a bit more areas that we have supply in here, which is actually going to be quite handy. We've still got the 10,000 rebellion springing up somewhere. I think the 14,000 men should be... Oh, hello. We've got also a neighbor down here. Part of a... Right, yeah, they got a federation going on down there. We probably won't be able to expand quite there. Is this... Oh. There's two different ones with just the same color, essentially. Right, well, that's not confusing at all. There we go, so the Marines have arrived. We're going to keep the natives alive for now. We'll have to fight them every now and then, but that's fine. It's only 500, so that's not... Oh. There's the revolt. Well, that's actually good. As soon as that revolt is done, which is now, we can move these troops here. We can... Oh, actually, where's the... Right, this one's moving through some of the hostile territory in here. Well, not hostile, but beyond supply lines, essentially. So that's 47 ducats. Then we can go towards the Philippines, I suppose. We can get over there, I presume. We do have... No, actually, we don't have supply limit in here. There we go, that's another 50 ducats. We can sail south. Okay, hopefully within supply... well, actually, no, we're still not within supply range. There we go, that's another 37. And then I suppose we'll just park these back over here. As soon as the troops are ready, all the ships have been repaired, we can then... Oh, hello. Right, we can still get these. How much money? No, we still can't embrace the institution. How close are we to having it present over here, Mauritius? About halfway there. So I guess about 2 years time we'll be able to do that. We're saving up the money now, so we don't need to worry about that. Plus we can, well, fight the war without having to take another loan, preferably. Now, I'm going to take the Diplotech already. Because that plus 10 colonies per year is actually going to be quite good. Plus, getting the better galleys is not bad either. How much would it actually cost to upgrade all of this? It's only 86 ducats. Oh, wow. You know what? That's fine. I think that's manageable. We'll repair these. Actually, we might want to get these to our capital. I believe we've got a shipyard there. Yeah. We don't have one over here, so it's going to be faster to repair there. I guess we could technically speaking rate them, but you know what? It's 32 ducats. It's 30 ducats. So we'll take it. Now we should be able to repair this in a matter of a couple months. You know what? I'm going to take the Miltech as well. Admittedly, we're at a high cost, but that is still going to be very handy for this upcoming war. We'll take the culverins for higher fire for the artillery, because they're going to be fine from the back row anyway. And I don't think our front line's going to be collapsing in this war. Ooh, you know what? We'll take it 2 mercantilism at the cost of some Republic addition. We're still getting 2 per year anyway, so it's not like it's a disaster in that sense. Oh, you do have an ally now. Oh, is it this one? No, it's the one down there. Huh. That would allow us potentially to get some more extra land in this war, now that I think of it. Although, it's not guaranteed. I suppose it depends if these are going to give military access. If they are, then that could complicate things slightly, but if not, then, you know, we'll just take this center of trade over here and be done with it. Oh, right, we got gold income, 1 ducat a month. Oh my goodness. I forgot about this. And devastation over here isn't too bad either, actually. I mean, that's fair enough. The inflation is going to be a bit of a killer for us, but more money is more money. And with the full maintenance, so we're not actually losing that much. We could, in the... Oh, right, mission restraint. You know, we're going to get them that advisor, because that's going to allow us to convert so much faster, or a decent bit faster again. So we'll be able to complete these conversions for the most part in due time. The repairs are almost done over here as well. Although I suppose, how much is it? Well, no, it's still not present, so it's still going to take probably another year and a half at least before we can embrace colonialism, and that's going to be a decent amount of money, actually. Oh, Sunda announced me as a rival. Well, I guess 2 can play that game. At least we get a bit more power production in here. They haven't claimed our province, have they? No, they haven't. So it's not too bad. Okay, the ships have repaired. Let's get them in here. But I do see that we are just about out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.